Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel and episode 6 on Monteith, Iowa. It is 8 o'clock in the morning. We were just down here doing some early morning tillage before things start to get busy for today. That was our rye field. We did decide to chisel plow it. Just because, I mean, it needed chisel plowed on the precision farming map. Not sure what we're gonna do with that ground. We might just plant some alfalfa in it. But yeah, we'll see. I'm not exactly sure what we'll do yet with it. As you can see, we got the equipment in the field still. Right there. Truck is missing because we unloaded the truck and then brought it back. Looks like someone took the pickup down, might be doing some early morning maintenance on the combine or something in the field. But we'll take the truck back down to the field when we're ready. It's probably got another hour or two until we can get back into the field and finish that up. Not a ton left, but should definitely be able to get it done today and get going on another field. Kind of regretting not having more days in the month, I'm not gonna lie. We're on 5 days, months, and we're gonna need more than that at 3 times speed what we were running yesterday. So we are bumping down the speed to 2 for now to see how that works. Just playing with it because I honestly have no idea how long this harvest is going to take. It's going to take a while to harvest this whole map. That's still the first field, so yeah, I mean, we started at what, noon, 12, oh, it was a little afternoon, wasn't it, like 12:40 or something, I think we started, and then on 3x speed we went until 10 o'clock, so yeah, we'll have to see, but we did make like pretty hefty amount of money from that field, so just selling beans straight off, so that's good. Thing doesn't really need to be topped off with fuel. Probably could stand to wash it down quick. And then we'll back it in behind the barn. We'll keep the chisel plow hooked up to it. Well, we probably could back it into the barn. Do we have our power washer? Oh, we gotta buy that quick. Didn't get that set up last time, so just quick. $1.5 grand for a power washer. No big deal, right? Get her sprayed down. Make sure the old 9370 is looking sharp. Might as well spray down the chisel plow a little bit too. Reduce the wear on it. Shoes are looking alright. Still got plenty of life on them. Probably gonna have to change them out after the next field. This would be plenty. Yeah, so we'll get this backed in. We'll probably bring down a hay bale or two to the cows, and then yeah, we'll keep the cows fed, and then we'll start rolling on harvest once again. We got ourselves down here to this east pasture, what I guess we can call it. Bales unwrapped. Two. They're in the back pasture part though. So we need to bring these back to the bale ring back there, so they even know that they got some bales to munch on, so yeah, we will do that. If they were up here, it wouldn't matter too much, but they're back at the back pasture, so they, yeah, like I said, We're not even gonna know these bales are here if we don't bring them back there. But we have a bale ring back there for them. Wild deer. They're hanging out with our cows apparently. And our 35 cows back here grazing away. Hopefully we can get these cows calving soon. That would be nice. Well, I guess I took it. Okay. What are we looking like after we save? They have actually plenty of food. Okay. So we shouldn't need to feed them for a bit. And they got all this grass to eat, munch on, so it'd really be okay to not feed them for a long while now. But we'll get back to the farm and we will get going on well, not yet, but we'll get getting ready for doing some harvesting, all that. So we'll catch you guys in a bit. About 11 o'clock now, 10 minutes till, and we're heading down. It's time. It's go time. Get in here. Let's get this job done. I hope you guys enjoyed the little montage there. Just a little bit of the work that we did off camera. This drive sneaks up on me. Can't see the actual like tracks, and then you kind of like just forget it's there. So we'll just flip the cover here. We'll make the grain cart adjust to us. Alrighty. Combine time. Let's hop in and get going. So apparently Combine Experience does not appreciate that we're trying to get in early. The beans, Combine Experience says they are too tough to be going right now. I definitely thought 11 o'clock or so would be alright for beans, but I mean, yeah, we rarely start at earlier than noon IRL on beans, so I don't know why I thought it would be any different, but we might have to wait here a bit, because it's not happy with me. And we have like the setting on to, like, if your moisture, your daytime moisture level or whatever isn't right, then it's gonna slow your combine right down. So we're gonna take a break and we'll be back. Well, we're getting through it. We did get to a point where the combine would actually move a little bit faster than 1 mile an hour. We're up to 6 now, so it seems like noon is kind of the sweet spot for beans, at least. Hopefully that's not an issue with corn, because we know with corn that moisture really isn't an issue. So You can kind of start whenever you want, and you can kind of go as late as you want. So it's not like with beans, they get real tough, and they kind of get real difficult to combine to feed through the head. So, but with corn, that's not really a thing. So hopefully that's simulated with the Combine Experience mod. Just getting topped up here. We'll probably let them dump right until the end of the row, and then we'll run this down, dump it in the truck. Not sure. I don't think there's anything in the truck yet, so. Seems like this side of the field has been a little bit less yield. I don't know if that's true or not, but it just feels like it. Just longer times between dumps, unloads, whatever you want to call it. We'll have to check the yield map at some point. Well, I forgot to add up the acreage. Still need to do that. I'll do that between next break, I guess, or whatever you want to say. Yeah, this is taking a while, but that's to be expected. Again, that's kind of the challenge we've set up for ourselves. It's a big challenge. It's an interesting challenge, that's for sure. Farming a whole map in a video game is a big job. It's gonna take some hours. That's okay. That's kind of why I set it up to just be like, this series is just a year, because this year is gonna take a long time. Much longer than any year that we've done so far, so. Just about empty now. Yeah, the issue I was having with that barn by AT Farms, the one that we had our sprayer and our nurse trailer in, is it would disappear in the distance. I mean, like the render distance on it just was set to like a lower distance. And I didn't like that, because you could like see the tanks just floating. Yeah, and I just wasn't a big fan of that, so that's why we ended up just keeping the one that's in there this time around after we updated the game. So just kind of a little thing that kind of bothered me a little bit. Yes, might as well hop back in the combine. Let's check on the yield. Well, I guess it's not terrible. I guess it's pretty even throughout. Got some red on the end rows, which I like, because that's kind of how it is. End rows are very, very low yield usually, especially along like tree lines and stuff. So, we do have rain in the forecast, if you can see. I don't know when that is planning on coming. I guess we should check, like later tonight. And it's not even going to be for very long, but it will halt us. So we should be fine to at least move to the next field. Maybe get a little bit of a start. But I do think the rain, I don't know if the Combine Experience does this or not after it rains, but if it kind of You have to wait a little bit longer after it rains. I'm not sure. That would be cool. But, yeah. We're gonna need some more days. We might actually have to bump this down to 1x speed. That might be a thing. We'll see. See how the rest of this day goes. Seems like it's still going by relatively quick. But what the GPS line, see where we're at. That's not bad. Seems pretty spot on to where we want to be. But we'll keep at this, and we'll probably see you guys when we're getting packed up, and or even into the next field, because we know how big of a process that is. We are going to be field. We're going to be moving to. We're going to be moving to this wonky shaped field back here. Most of our fields are pretty normal. This one's a little bit different, but yeah, this one, we're gonna get this one done. Just get it knocked out, because it's probably gonna take a while with how oddly shaped it is. And then my guess would be that we could probably move into this field, because it's just close. And then, yeah. We'll probably either jump into here or here, and then we'll probably finish up with number 4. So maybe we'll actually go to number 4 after this, and then 10, and then 3. I think that's going to be the plan. So, catch you guys once we're in that new field. We're just getting this backfield opened up now. Really is quite a interesting field. And there's not really a great way to get back here, so we have decided to kind of cut across the edge of that rye field that we mowed 2 months ago, I think was about. It's a while ago now. Yeah. So, I mean, there's no crop in there right now, it's just stubble, so. But, might not be great for compaction. That's okay. We'll just have to bring the ripper in and rip some end rows. Do plan on planting some alfalfa back there this coming spring. Maybe we'll plant it even this fall if we have the opportunity. Likely that we're not going to have much opportunity to be doing anything besides harvesting this fall, so I can even see us going into like December possibly with corn. We're just gonna completely harvest this little front part here. Get this all cleared out. Quite hilly back here as well. Definitely a very different landscape from the north side of the road to the south side of the road. South side of the road is just flat. And once you get on this north side, you're all in some steeper terrain and rolling hills and things like that, which is kind of slick, I'm not gonna lie. I like that. Definitely a cool little difference with the map. So you like flat, farm the south side. If you like hilly and rolling, north side is your choice. So yeah, this is cool. Happy to be in a new field finally. Hopefully we can get a good amount done before the rain comes. That would be ideal. But we're doing good. We're getting through it. Field number 2. Okay, you can see all kind of the waterways that are in this field. Don't really want to, definitely aren't going to want to be like plowing through those or anything, because that is just a recipe for disaster. Because then your field isn't going to drain, and that wouldn't be good. So we will not be doing that. We're definitely going to be keeping these waterways. A lot of the time with waterways in fields that, at least on the farm that I work on, they plant through them, plant through the waterways, but we don't like run tillage through them. So after they're harvested and we're running chisel plows through, the guy, when we run tillage, we always run to the both chisel plows in the same field. We just start on different ends, and then we just kind of meet in the middle, and usually one guy does the back headlands and one guy does the front headlands. But the older guy that's been working with the farmer I work with for a long time, he always goes through and kind of marks out the waterways. Like he'll run the chisel plow around the waterways before we like start chisel plowing, so then we can, I mean, we drive through them, but you just have to pick up your chisel plow and then set it back down like once you get over the waterway. So it's interesting. Near the end of last year, I was finally tasked with, he didn't feel like he needed to mark out the waterways anymore, so just said whenever you get to them, lift up and just make sure you're not just running the chisel plow through. It's not gonna lie, it's kind of hard to see them sometimes. It's especially after they've been harvested and stuff. It's you got to keep your eye out for them. So they're not as pronounced, I guess, as these. You know, you can obviously see that there's grass, and they obviously haven't planted through these. But yeah, I mean, the ones we have are just kind of in the fields, and they're not really super apparent. So let's get into this back part now. What kind of damage we can do. Maybe we'll just kind of do each finger. Yeah, I think that's probably what we'll do, just because this is going to be like a two-passer. Go down one side, go through the other. This is interesting. This is kind of a cool field. I kind of like it. Definitely a nice little switch up from the old square. And none of these fields are exactly square, but you know what I mean. I have some flex on this head. These kind of fields. I think we got a tile pipe right there that we gotta watch out for. Right in the middle of the field. So yeah, we'll be going, I mean, the first field we went it was pretty much pitch black by the time we quit, but it wasn't affecting our speed at all in the beans, so we'll probably be going off camera until it starts to affect that, so we'll see. See how are we gonna get around this tile pipe. Smashing it up, plugging our head up. Guess we'll come back and get that on our next way through. Just kind of winging it with how we're harvesting this one. Not really sure about it. We'll be able to make it back by the time we're full, which will be good. Almost kind of like two separate fields. I guess it does connect right there. Definitely not a lot of GPS is going to be used on this field. This is going to be a lot of doing it by hand, as well as courseplay. Definitely not going to be using courseplay on this. I am probably going to be doing this whole field by myself, so that could take a little bit longer. So we got to account for that. But it should be alright. We don't have an auto drive route set up for the trucks yet, but we honestly probably should do that with the first load. And kind of the farther we get away from the sell point, we'll probably have to start getting another truck out here, so we might have to grab the old bison. We've made a lot of money so far from just the one field, so it's gonna be interesting to see how much money we actually end up making. And what are we going to do with all the money? I mean, obviously, it's kind of the goal is to just see how much money we can make, right? We got to pay for our maintenance of stuff, you know, like usual, but yeah, we'll see. Heck, maybe we'll even get ourselves another combine or something for next year. I don't know. That'd be kind of fun, huh? We'll upgrade the grain cart. I don't know. We'll see. I don't think we'd get another big old combine like the 8250. Maybe we'd kind of buy ourselves a smaller, older combine to run alongside the 8250. I don't know. Maybe we'll get like a 7088 or something. That'd be kind of cool. Just thinking out loud, honestly. I have no idea. So... And I also have no idea how long this episode is going to be. I recorded this part over 2 days. But I want to get some consecutive episodes of Monteith out for you guys, because we had such a long break from it. I mean, it was really only, what, 4 days, but... I know you guys are enjoying this one. Obviously, the American content for my channel is always very well received, and I do appreciate that. Obviously I can give it a little bit more of an authentic feel because this is what I know, you know, compared to like court farms and stuff. Been happy with the viewership and feedback on that series as well, but like I've said before plenty of times, it's not always as well received, just because I don't have, that's not the audience. But I was looking at my analytics. I think we're just gonna lift up the head and jump over here. Maybe that was a bad idea. It seems like quite a jump. It's almost like it's kind of terraced. But we need to get around so we don't have to drive some crazy wonky way to get the grain cart back in here. So hopefully we can make it over. We can at least cut ourselves out so we're not making the grain cart work too much. But yeah, analytically, we're at like 65% of my audience is from the US, and actually the second largest viewing audience is from the UK now. That was Canada, but it is now the UK at like 14%, which is pretty slick. Pretty cool. Building a wider audience, always fun. It's the little things, you know, as a YouTuber you like to see. But anyway, so we were able to cut ourselves out. We will get emptied out. I'll probably, well, no, we probably won't dump into the truck. I'm leaving a lot here. Losing some bits here. And we would be spilling beans like crazy right now if this could spill. But anyway, we'll keep at it and we'll catch up with you guys here in a bit. We've been going at it for a bit now. Still haven't dumped since the last time that I recorded. We've been doing most of this in cab, which has been kind of fun because there hasn't hardly been any GPS. We ran a little GPS over there to our left. There was a little spot where it was kind of more open, where we could run a few passes of GPS, but most of this has been in cab, and yeah, no GPS, so it's been kind of fun. Kind of fun to switch it up. When you got so much harvesting, you kind of got to switch it up like that, right? To keep yourself sane. I do enjoy harvesting, but it's not always my favorite. I think I enjoy bale stacking and stuff like that a little bit more. We have slowed down the combine a bit. I slowed down the reel too. Just with the rain coming, it's starting to get a little bit... Beans are starting to get a little bit tough. Just more moisture in the air with the rain coming and stuff. So rain hasn't come yet, but it is. It's a good thing we're up here close to the farm because we do need to get some more government juice in the old combine. We did top it up with fuel before starting this field, so we'll probably just drive this right up to that fence row that's right behind the barn. And we'll probably top her up with some def. I think this and the Magnum are the only tractors that run def, which makes sense. They're both the newest ones. Some older mods in FS, when you're running the def mod, they still do run, it says they run def, which I don't like. Not a big fan of that. Turned around, just got one more pass in this little section, and then we're gonna take out, there's another section right there to our left, kind of on the northmost side of this field that we need to get done. And then we'll move kind of to the south, what I'm kind of calling the south part of this field. A little bit more regular, I guess, I don't know. But rain's coming in about an hour, so we are filling up the hopper here. That is for sure. We've yet to bring a load down to the sell point bin, and this is only our second grain tank full. So we're in reverse. Pick up this little bit here. There is a little bits that we did miss, because like I said, we've been doing most of this in first person, so a little bit harder. We'll pick these up quick. And we'll pick up this last little part here, and we should just be able to dump. And then we'll do this, and then we're on to the last half of the field. So one hasn't been terrible. It's definitely taken a little bit longer than you'd hope, because it is so irregular. Just not as efficient, just going down back and forth. So yeah, I'm enjoying using this combine. I'm enjoying using the equipment that we have right now. Been fun. I haven't used case much, like I kind of mentioned in previous episodes, so always fun to do new stuff. Keep it fresh, right? Been some nice AGCO equipment that's come out recently. Two by Cunningham Mods. He released a 700 and a 900 series Challenger / Fendt tracked tractors. So those are pretty cool. Or way too far. Hard to see though. You gotta lean to get your get in view of your auger in this combine. Ooh. Second attempt though was pretty nice. I'm not sure. Anyway, I doubt we're gonna fill up the grain cart here, but we might want to dump onto the truck. Yeah, we'll dump onto the truck. Go dump onto the truck quick. And then, once we get this dumped, I think that's going to be it for the episode. Rain's coming here in about 50 minutes, if not sooner. So, we definitely want to get going, or get as much of this done as we can. I doubt we'll get the whole thing done before the rain starts, so it's not going to be a ton, but I think it's probably going to be enough to where we're not going to be able to get back out into the field today. Probably have to finish it up in October 3, which is okay. And then, after another save, we'll be working on this part of the field. I was thinking initially before we started this field that we could probably do this one and then jump into this one, but there's a big ridge line right across the field here that is not ideal for just driving over. It's pretty steep, so it's kind of why we jumped up along the edge of this old rye field here. So a little bit more onto the truck. I'm curious if we can fit this whole field in here. I doubt it, actually. That's probably what we'll do when the rain starts, is we'll go dump the truck, put the tarp over it and dump the truck. Put the tarp on the grain cart now, just in case. Run over here, because we're in a hurry. And away we go. Oh, I didn't want to jump in cab. Away we go. I don't even know what button I just hit to do that. It's on my steering wheel. Apparently I have my steering wheel button programmed to go in cab, I guess. I don't know. But we'll keep going, and we'll see you in the next episode. And we'll probably in the next episode we'll be in a new field. I'll probably get this whole thing done before we see you again. Ideally, we kind of keep the episodes to where they're in different fields. I know we kind of overlapped a little bit here today, but there's just a little bit left in that field, so we are... One thing is we do need to get... We have a lot of chisel plowing we need to do, so honestly I should have probably had the chisel plow running right now in this field. It's a bean field, but it needs to be chisel plowed, so we need to keep up on that because our chisel plow is not the biggest, so we gotta keep up on that and make sure we're running that as much as we can. Well, that's on me now. We're probably getting ourselves behind by not doing that, so I think there's only like one field that isn't going to be chisel or doesn't need chisel plowed, and it's a cornfield, so that's odd to me. I'm sure it'll probably change to needs chisel plowed state after we harvest it, I would think. But anywho, that's gonna be it for us here today. I appreciate you watching. I hope you enjoyed the montage at the beginning. It's been a while since I've made one of those, so yeah, hope you enjoy it. I'm looking forward to editing it, so we'll catch you in the next video.